I'm David Kaplan with a Cubs studio update. White Sox starter Manny Banuelos left today's game with a sore left shoulder. He'll be reevaluated tomorrow. Indians crushed the Sox 9-0. David DeJesus will join me later in the postgame show. We go back to Cincinnati. Len and JD, boys.
Cubs lead, bottom 5. Kyle Hendricks has given up a lone hit. Votto homer in the 4th. That's been it. Ball 1 to Puig. Cubs struggled in this ballpark last year. They went 3-6, including a 4-game sweep.
Yeah, and they made a habit out of winning here for a few years. Really dominated the season series with the Reds both here and at Wrigley.
Under Joe Madden, the Cubs are 51-25 against the Cincinnati Reds. Line just foul to right. Good pick.
Yeah, the ball had a lot of funky spin on it. Would have been easy to misplay that one.
The Professor coming back on a 1-2. Outside for ball 2. Hands over his head, the pitch. League took it. And shimmy shake.
Yeah.
He is one of those players you can't take your eyes off. Yasiel Puig. He likes to lick his bat too. Deep right, but playable for Hayward. Fan Cam is brought to you by Shiner Bock. This is Shiner Country. Ball 1 to Dietrich.
Ten home runs already this year. He had 16 last year with the Marlins. That was a career best for him.
Hey, he's playing like Scooter Gennett. That's deep. Almora at the fence, and he leaps and he caught it. What a play by Almora. Don't know if it would have been a homer, but at least 2 bases for Dietrich. 2 down.
Yeah, towering drive, and that ball slicing away from Almora. I love the reaction by Hendricks. Dietrich has got serious power, and he's given a long look. He thinks he knocked it out of here. It was high enough, but just a little bit to the left of that yellow line to the higher part of the wall. Spider-Man.
What a play by Almora.
And the little backwards roll on the dismount.
Right under the 387 marker. Strike 1 on Jose Iglesias. Fouled off to the right. The 0-2. Cued off the end of the bat. Hendricks got to cover the bag and safe. Discombobulation on a cue shot. And a hit for Iglesias. He
bounce back to Hendricks last time. This one is right off the end of the bat. This has got all kinds of crazy spin on it. That's a tough read for any first baseman, especially one who hasn't played over there a lot like KB. He's way off the bag to begin with. So it's kind of a do or die play for Hendricks. And it's either Kyle or nobody on that one. Wow, hit for Roark here.
Josh Van Meter. Curve, ball one. Sinker baller Jared Hughes up in the Reds bullpen.
Yeah, the game is moving along, and so many of the games we're not to the fifth inning by this point. So he was probably going to get one more out of Roark at best. So it makes sense to go ahead and make the move.
'86 pitches for Roark tonight, and they've got a 2-out rally working. First and third for Barnhart.
Nice swing by Van Meter off the bench. And this ball that's fading down and away from him.
Barnhart at 170 for the year. And 2 for his last 31.
157 from this side of the plate.
Curve for a strike. Reds have hit the ball a lot harder here the last couple of innings. 3 of those hard hit balls for outs. Suarez, Puig, and Dietrich.
Yeah, and then Iglesias' gyro ball turns into a knock.
Ground ball, Descalso diving stop, and he'll throw to first. Dug out by Bryant, and they get out of the inning. Nice adjustment by Descalso as he just couldn't get rid of it to second, went to first instead, and the Reds do not score.
Is that a Wendy's Frosty?
Yeah, and right now they're only 50 cents.
Wendy's Frosty is now 50 cents. So if you need your Frosty fix, we got you.
Genie, I wish to become a prince.
I'm about to fabulize you. Watch this. You can clap now.
Disney's Aladdin. Rated PG. May 24th.
Kick off this summer with a great deal on some of our most popular vehicles at the Honda Memorial Day sales event. Now it's your chance to get an outstanding vehicle with a great offer. Honda was awarded 2019's Best Overall Brand by KBB.com. Visit your Honda dealer today for a great deal at the Honda Memorial Day sales event.
I'm Christina Stumble, and I chose the Spark Cash Card from Capital One. With unlimited 2% cash back on everything I buy, why wouldn't I get this card? I redeemed $115,000 in cash back, which doubled our marketing budget last summer. What's in your wallet?
Why do we age Jim Beam twice as long as the law requires? Because what's a couple more years when you have 7 generations looking over your shoulder? Don't even think about it. Jim Beam, raised right.
fans, stay connected to your Cubs with all the speed, coverage, and control you need with Xfinity X5. This is beyond Wi-Fi. This is X5.
The mighty Ohio, Cubs 3.
That thing is spinning out of control out there.
Reds 1, 6th inning. Here's a familiar foe, Jared Hughes. Ball 1 on Daniel Descalzo.
Look down. Sinker, sinker, sinker from the veteran Jared Hughes. How about Descalzo? I was pretty clever out there when he didn't have the play at second to realize he still had time to make a play on Barnhart at first. 2
terrific defensive plays in the bottom of the 5th to help Hendricks. Play made by the shortstop, Iglesias.
Just like we promised, it's time for the Miller Lite hold true moment. Dietrich with a bid for extra bases, but denied by Albert Almora. Spectacular play.
One for 2 with a run scored, batting 8th tonight. One hop to the shortstop. Iglesias will make the play. 2 down. Here's Hendricks already 2 for 2. I don't believe he's ever had a 3-hit game.
Has he ever had a 2-hit game?
Yes. In fact, I'll tell you how many. He has had 5 2-hit games in his career. He's never had 3.
Yikes.
Careful.
Great late movement on the pitch by Hughes, and less than graceful effort by the professor.
Dietrich in his bid for hit number 3. Midway in the 6th, it's 3-1 Cubs.
Lowe's knows you do it right by finding the best deals on paint and stain. We do it right too, with big savings on top brands like Valspar, Cabot, and HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams. The time is right at Lowe's. Now get Valspar paint starting at $19.98. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's.
Announcing the Hyundai Memorial Day sales event, a kickoff this summer filled with enormous savings, including 0% APR for 72 months on select models. Like the perfectly sized Kona, named the 2019 North American Utility Vehicle of the Year. Hurry into your local Hyundai dealer during the Memorial Day sales event and see why the longer you look, the more there is to like. Now lease the Tucson for just $189 a month or get up to $3,000 in total savings. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
I grew up in Gary, worked in the steel mills, on the railroad, and the building trades, alongside other men and women who worked hard every single day. So when I became a lawyer, I made a commitment to build a firm that worked as hard as the people we represent, to win justice for those who've been injured or killed through negligence, to make our roads and work sites safer, preventing needless accidents from happening again. It's hard work, but it's also why year after year we're named among the best lawyers in America.
Your premier auto dealership is right here.
We are second to none.
We are
superior service.
We are
Selection Giants.
We are Mike Anderson Chevrolet.
Right now is the time to lease the 2019 Chevy Silverado. Just $339 a month for 36 months.
We are it.
Visit Mike Anderson Chevrolet in Merrillville off I-65 and 61st Avenue.
Mike Anderson Chevrolet, the Chevy Giants.
See you soon.
Talk Live, presented by the Chevy Silverado, weeknights at 6 on NBC Sports Chicago.
Reds have 3 hits. Kyle Hendricks has 2. It's 3-1 Cubs in the 6th. Now a word from Jim Beam.
While America celebrated the fall of Prohibition, Jim Beam didn't raise a single glass. He wanted his first drink to be of his own bourbon. He didn't have much money, but he did have a few friends, people who were raised the right way. Over 120 days, they rebuilt the distillery. And while their names might not be on our bottle, it's because of them we can raise this bourbon today. Jim Beam, raised right.
Hey, we got the scoreboard stumper right. Third baseman who are MVPs over the last 20 years. Chipper Jones, A-Rod, Miguel Cabrera, Josh Donaldson, Chris Bryant. Nicely done.
Yay, us. We hire out for trivia night.
Well, Jamie Ramsey getting a lot of good airtime tonight. Senzel, Votto, and Suarez top 3 in the Reds order. Reds have used 6 guys to hit leadoff. Votto has done it most often, 15 times.
Right on cue, third time through the order. Here comes the curveball. Oh, hook for strike 1.
Senzel pops it up. Oh, what a segue. Here comes Votto. Prior to this year, he had never popped out to the catcher, the pitcher, or the first baseman. In April, in Los Angeles, Joey Votto fouled out to first base in his 6,829th plate appearance. From 2010 to 2018, he had 7 pop-ups total.
Yeah, well, he's been a line drive machine throughout his illustrious career.
He was not thrilled with his 2018 season, even though he led the league in OBP. His home runs were down.
Yeah, he hit just 12, and that, his slugging numbers are way down so far this year, and that's why I'm wondering if it's just he's in a bit of a transition, if he's been tinkering with his swing, or if it's just another slow start, because he has had a few of them in recent years.
Is lifted foul out of play.
Basically, he provides cover for everybody else in the league, right? When Joey Votto's hitting 206, if you're scuffling and say, yeah, but look at what Votto's doing. It's kind of like if you get a 75 on a test and you tell your parents, well, Mark Brady, the smartest kid in class, got an 81.
Tomahawk to center, right at Almora.
I mean, if Votto's going to hit 206. Right. Hey, folks, on night and weekends, the Cubs offer free remote parking and shuttle services to Wrigley Field. For all games, the Cubs offer a free bike check located by the Addison Red Line Station and Pace Express service buses from Hillside and Rolling Meadows. Details available at Cubs.com/transportation.
Over/under on Joey Votto's Silver Slugger Awards.
To this
guess.
point, how many he's got?
How many?
4.
Nope.
8, 6,
nope.
2, 1, 0.
0.
Blast off.
Isn't that amazing? Never received the award in 12 years so far for the best offensive player in his league at first base.
How is that determined? Is it a manager coach vote?
It's a voting award. Well, he's at a position that you usually have to hit a lot of home runs, and I also think it's a position where consistency doesn't necessarily help you. Coaches and managers vote for that award.
Nolan Ryan never won a Cy Young award.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Reds go 1-2-3 in the 6th. Cubs lead them 3-1 as we head to the 7th.
If you have a garden, you know weeds are low-down little scoundrels. Draw the line with Roundup. The Sure Shot wand extends with a protective shield to target weeds precisely and kill them right down to the root. Roundup brand, trusted for over 40 years.
The new Range Rover Evoque with ClearSight rear view mirror. Land Rover, above and beyond.
There are 318 openings in the manual scoreboard, and 0 is the amount of fees you pay with a Cubs checking account. We even reimburse ATMs outside our network nationwide. It's just one more way we root for Chicago.
Wednesdays at Outback, they're for steak and beer. Walkabout Wednesdays are back. Get a sirloin or chicken on the barbie, fries, and a draft beer or Coca-Cola, all for just $10.99. Hurry in. Wednesdays are for Outback. Outback Steakhouse. Aussie rules.
Ah, yes. The weekend. So, are you and your friends going to pop the top on some light beers after an exercise-a-thon? Where you spend all day doing some sort of epic hiking, biking, rollerblading thing? No. You got real work to do, involving fire and smoke and throwing back another Shiner Light Blonde. And that is the only thing you're sweating.
Here's your Cubs' upcoming schedule, brought to you by Elgin Hyundai, part of the Bob LaCourcio Auto Group. All night games on this road trip, including Sunday night in Washington, D.C. to wrap up the trip. Lots of furry friends with us tonight. 3-1. Cubs lead 7th inning. And a strike on Jason Hayward. Snapped up along first. It's foul. Orioles and Yankees postponed. The Indians beat the White Sox 9-0 earlier today in Chicago. Brewers have a 5-0 lead in the 4th in Philly. Cardinals lead in Atlanta 5-0 in the 4th. Fowler and Ozuna have hit home runs. Marcell Ozuna with number 12. The 1-2 is down low.
Yeah, you got to lay off that one. There's nothing good happening when you attack that one down below the knees from Hughes. Cardinals scuffling. They just got swept by the Pirates, right?
Is that a sweep? Was that a right, meaning you're asking me, or you
yeah,
think
I was
correct?
asking. I know they lost 3 in a row. I don't know if it was a 4-game set.
They lost 3 of the 4 against the Pirates.
Okay.
They won the opener 17-4. So they did not get swept.
Did not get swept by the Pirates.
Popped him up into shallow center. Senzel coming on.
NBC Sports Chicago is giving you the chance to be a Chicago VIP. Win an incredible weekend that includes Lollapalooza VIP tickets and Cubs and White Sox suite tickets. For your chance to win, enter at NBCSportsChicago.com/VIP.
Did you see that guy take his
it's a
visor
solid,
off?
yeah.
That was clever.
Yeah.
I was wondering.
Well, I've seen that visor before with the fake hair, but on him, it looked like it might be legit.
Might be his hair. It just might be removable. Wouldn't that be fun?
It would be, yeah. I'd
take it off whenever you want. It's like wearing glasses.
Yeah.
Having a bad hair day, just remove it. Wandy Peralta, left-hander, is up. It's like the Austin Powers movie, right? They freeze him, later come back to life. Should have done that with your hair 20 years ago. Because you never know with technology.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Could have brought it back, JD. Although I wonder, you tell me, if offered a chance to have it back, would you want it at this point?
Depends.
You've kind of planted a stake in the.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind having hair. Every now and then, I contemplate growing hair again.
You could be on a billboard.
Yeah.
Three and two on Bryant. I have no idea why we went down that rabbit hole. Oh, it was that guy's
visor.
Strike three looking. No argument from Chris. I think they should put you on a billboard right now. I don't have any hair and I'm just fine.
Yeah, for all of us bald guys.
Baez 1 for 3.
Solid look right there.
Yeah.
Could use a little chin hair.
Distinguished.
Yeah. Kojak, baby. Who loves you? Who loves you, baby?
Get that guy a lollipop.
Now, Javi's been doing so much damage the other way. This might be a tough guy. He's able to get that sinker in on you. Tough to steer that one the other way. Maybe Javi might be thinking about opening up early and trying to turn on one. Seems to be what he had in mind. Three-1 ball game. It feels comfortable because Hendricks has been so good, but things can turn in a hurry here.
They really can.
He doesn't seem unnerved.
He's only made 69 pitches through 6 innings. Should be a lot left in the tank. But with a close game, that can dictate potentially a quick hook as well. That's why some add-on runs would be nice.
It's not all sinkers from Hughes. He also has a slider, but it's mostly sinkers.
Backhanded play. Dietrich. Save. Baez beat it on a bang play at first.
A heck of a try here by Dietrich in shallow center field. Quickly into a throwing position.
David Bell's going to challenge the call. I thought at first they got him, and the Reds believe they did too. Oof, wow, is that close?
I don't know. Again, they'll probably they're going to be able to break it down frame by frame. And as we've discussed many times over the years now, it seems to me like a lot of times the decision coming out of New York isn't. We definitely can overturn this call, but we think we can overturn the call. We think we got him.
And that's a no-brainer challenge because you're in the 7th inning. Our fellows Exmo replay. So even if it's a 50-50 call, that is a very smart challenge by the Reds.
See, I'm not seeing enough there to overturn the call. If you have to have, as they say, definitive proof. Now you may look at that and go, I think they got him. But that shouldn't be enough.
And it was not conclusive enough. So that infield hit for Baez. Call stands. But again, a good challenge by the Reds. Once you get in the late innings, you can ask a crew chief for a challenge anyway.
Cubs turned a 2-out bunt single by Descalzo into 2 runs back in the 2nd inning. See if they can make a little something happen here after an infield knock with 2 outs. I think Baez at some point would try to steal his base with the big right-hander Hughes on the mound, who's not particularly quick to the plate.
Baez will advance. Ball got away from Barnhart.
Pitch was a strike. I don't think it was called a strike, but it looked like it was in the zone.
Pass ball charged to Barnhart. Was he crossed up?
I think the bat got in his line of sight, and then the movement that Hughes gets. I think those two things conspired to create the issue. Barnhart's like, how are you going to do me like that, Wilson, a fellow catcher?
Awkward cut. 1-1. Runner at second, 2 gone, 7th inning. Cubs lead by a couple.
The game is pretty simple for Jared Hughes. It's not like he has to try to fool you. He just throws, if he has command of that sinker, throws it down around the bottom of the zone, lets it do its thing. Doesn't really have to set you up, try to fool you.
Iglesias will throw to Votto in time. Yeah, if you got it, flaunt it. Kinda.
The new DQ Summer Blizzard menu is here. So many flavors like new brownie dough and back again, cotton candy.
It's worth the wait, though.
Seriously.
DQ. Happy tastes good.
Plants capture CO2. What if other kinds of plants captured it too? We could help lower emissions if industrial plants could be a little more like plants.
It's an exciting time at Kia with great products. All of our amazing vehicles come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty and advanced safety features. And during our summer sticker sales event, hurry in to get 0% APR for 66 months and up to $2,000 additional cash on specially tagged 2019 models. Visit your local Kia dealer, look for a sticker, and save. Hurry in to Kia's summer sticker sales event today.
Gatorade Zero. All the electrolytes, zero sugar. Get more out of zero.
I don't know, our relationship's just kind of boring.
You're not alone. I used to have a limited selection of shows on demand. And let me tell you, it got very boring. I got DirecTV last week, and they have more than 50,000 titles to choose from.
But what about my problems?
Classic narcissist.
What was that?
Nothing.
TV without thousands of titles on demand is just kinda TV. Don't just kinda TV, DirecTV. Sign up for DirecTV and get HBO included for a year. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
Welcome back. Cubs baseball is always live with MLB At Bat. Follow the action with game tracking and video highlights, along with up-to-the-moment stats, standings, breaking news, and more. Download MLB At Bat today. It's your #1 app for Cubs baseball.
First of a 6-game road trip. Here's Jesse Winker. Pitch number 70. Just off the outside on a changeup. Kyle facing the Reds for the 14th time in his career, 5-2 lifetime.
Winker has found the power stroke this year. 9 home runs already. Hit 7 last year, 281 at bats. High average hitter throughout his minor league career. 298 in 2017 with the Reds in 47 games, at 299 last year. So the average not there this year, but the slugging sure is. Fighting for his life right now.
Yes, he is.
The mutter factor is pretty high. Good try. Boy, that's great work after all that down and away stuff. He elevates the fastball, tries to get this two-seamer across the top of the zone. Probably thinking more about a chase there than actually a called strike.
Puig and Dietrich also do. And he finally gets him. The My Team's app by NBC Sports is the app for Cubs authentic fans. Stream games and stay in the know by getting unique Cubs coverage you won't find anywhere else. Download the My Team's app today. Puig right back to the mound. Hendricks for out number 2.
Sharply hit, but snared by Hendricks.
By the way, in the Baez review, as they looked at it in New York, they could not definitively say that the ball contacted the interior of Votto's glove before Baez's foot hit the base. So that's why it stood. I believe it used to say back of the glove.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just so nuanced, picking at nits.
It's an almost impossible pitch to do anything with. Changeup fading toward the lower outside quadrant. 1-2. And he got him in the same spot on a foul tip. Cruising through 7 with a 3-1 advantage.
This is Fred. He's dancing like nobody's watching. And because all of the devices on Fred's Wi-Fi network are protected with Xfinity XFi, literally nobody's watching. Except the millions of you, of course.
Wait, millions of people are watching?
Yeah, we're making a commercial.
If it's connected, it's protected with Xfinity XFi. Now that's simple, easy, awesome. Ask about download speed up to 400 megabits per second, or even faster, up to a gig. Learn more and get started for $30 a month for a year. Switch today.
Crisp beer with refreshing lemonade flavor. Take back summer with Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy.
Oh, I got this. Oh no, I got this. You sure? Definitely.
Rivers Casino. Let's play.
I was driving home through torrential rain when my car was swept into a flash flood.
Why Carrie chose Verizon.
I scrambled up this really big tree, and I knew my wife wouldn't know what was going to happen to me. So I video chat her, and I said, yeah, I'm up in a tree. After about 5 hours, a lot of phone calls with emergency services, they sent a helicopter, picked me up to safety. This network, that giant tree, saved my life.
The network more people rely on gives you more. Like unlimited with Apple Music included, and big savings on our best phones when you switch. That's Verizon.
Cubs 3, Reds 1, 8th inning. Now a word from your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers.
Kick off this summer with a great deal on some of our most popular vehicles at the Honda Memorial Day sales event. Now it's your chance to get an outstanding vehicle with a great offer. Honda was awarded 2019's Best Overall Brand by KBB.com. Visit your Honda dealer today for a great deal at the Honda Memorial Day sales event.
Great to have you with us from Cincinnati tonight. Cubs and Reds opening up a 3-gamer. Foul strike on Kyle Schwarber from Wandy Peralta. Left-hander now working for the home team.
Peralta's got very good stuff. Mid-90s heater, a real good changeup, also a slider that he leans on. No wins, no losses, 338 for 13 1/3 innings. Look out, Kyle. Missed his spot by about 4 feet there, trying to go down and away.
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. And he struck him out. Slider working in that sequence. David Bodie 0 for 3.
David Bell has options in his bullpen. Peralta, one of 3 left-handers. Amir Garrett and Jack Duke, the other of theirs. Freddie Benavides, who was the first base coach, is now the bench coach here in Cincinnati. Billy Hatcher's gone. Hatcher been on the staff here for many years.
Bell took over for Jim Riggleman. Riggleman had replaced Brian Price last year after they got off to a 3-15 start. Hit hard but foul to right. Tanner Roark started. He went 5 innings. He is the Reds pitcher of record. Bodie strikes out and caught Barnhart on the backswing. Follow through, I should say. Well, the Scalzo with 2 gone.
Peralta pretty frisky here tonight. He hasn't pitched since Friday, and stuff looks really sharp. Big long finish from Bodie catches Barnhart on top of the mask.
Daniels played solid defense tonight. Started the 2-out rally with a bunt single in the second. 2 batters ahead of the Hendricks 2-run double.
This is a really big at-bat for Reds fans. I think 11 is the magic number where they give away pizza.
I noticed there was a cheer that felt a little out of place.
Yeah, they've got 9. They're up to 9.
Okay. Hugo Hernandez with a pregnant pause as the Reds were walking off the field. Peralta strikes out the side. 3-1 Cubs late.
Why bother mastering something
Why hand-tune an audio system? Why include the most advanced active safety system in its class, Standard? Because when you want to create an entirely new feeling, the difference between excellence and mastery is all the difference in the world. The Lexus ES. Every curve, every innovation, every feeling. A product of mastery.
Lease the 2019 ES350 for $379 a month for 36 months.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Don't wait. Now is the time to move up. Move up to next-gen connectivity. Move up to advanced safety. Move up to something a little more, well, Cadillac. An XT5, XT4, and the Escalade. Get this low-mileage lease on this 2019 Cadillac XT5 from around $429 per month. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners and lessees receive an additional $1,500.
Technology should be simple. Simple to connect with, easy to talk to.
Hey, BMW, where can I park?
And a joy to drive. Don't be driven by technology, drive it. The all-new BMW 3 Series. Hurry in to lease a 2019 BMW 330i xDrive sedan for $399 per month.
Hi, I'm David Keppel with a Cubs studio update on the latest Hawks Talk podcast. The guys visit with Alex DeBrincat as he represents Team USA at the World Championship. You can download it all on the My Teams app. David DeJesus will join me later for the post-game show. But now, back to the Queen City. Take it home, Len and JD.
Kyle Hendricks working into the 8th. Addison Russell in the game at second base for Descalso. Jose Iglesias 1 for 2 with an infield hit, takes a strike. Pulled in the air to left, Schwarber over to make the catch. Got a pinch hitter now, Kyle Farmer for Peralta. Former Dodger. Slugging .549 as he looks at a strike. Kemp, Puig, Wood, Farmer all came to the Reds in that deal from the Dodgers.
The ball hit him.
It did, and he swung at it. That's a very painful strike.
Kind of embarrassing, too.
It hit him in the, looked like upper right arm.
The intent initially was to hit the ball, and then there was a little self-defense going on.
Alex Wood, starting pitcher, has been on the injured list with a back injury.
Yeah, probably end of June before Alex Wood comes back.
Iglesias and Lorenzen are up.
Farmer's been good in the pinch, 3 out of 13 with a long ball.
One and 2 on Farmer. Well, I thought he fouled it.
I did too.
No argument from Farmer. I thought I heard 2 sounds, so that works. Seventh strikeout for Hendricks. Barnhart 0 for 2. He's trying to get the tying run to the plate. Brad Brock on the left, Kyle Ryan on the right. Well, that'll get you pumped up.
Pop that leather, boys.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like you're throwing 130 miles an hour. One serve from Hendricks. Line to Russell to end the inning. We head to the ninth. It's still 3-1 Cubs.
TripAdvisor named us the best airline in North America because we do everything differently on purpose. For one purpose, you. You're the reason we fly to 100 destinations and why we don't charge you fees to change your flight or check 2 bags. You. Over 134 million of you chose to fly Southwest last year. That's what matters most to us.
Is that a Wendy's Frosty?
Yeah, and right now they're only 50 cents.
Wendy's Frosty is now 50 cents. So if you need your Frosty fix, we got you.
Wagons ho. Over 200 years since Lewis and Clark, and yet the packing list remains the same. Bring it all. Jerky, animal feed, assorted hammers. You did check the tires. The unsung pack mules of the Westward Passage. Huh? Drive them in. Since 1960, you know we've got your back and your front. Pack mules gotta eat. Discount Tire. Let's get you taken care of.
Once, I was me, doing what I love, on top of my game. But a brain tumor rocked my world, and I was hardly me at all. Then I found Northwestern Medicine.
Northwestern Medicine is on a relentless quest for better care, anchored by the highest-ranked neurology and neurosurgery program in Illinois for 12 straight years. Because what makes us better makes you better.
I wasn't just me anymore. I was better.
Northwestern Medicine. Better.
Get ready for an exciting Cubs finish. Brought to you by New Finish Car Polish and the #1 rated scratch remover, Scratch Doctor.
Host your clients and guests in luxury. Wrigley Field's completely renovated suites offer modern amenities to entertain your VIPs. Suites are still available throughout the season. For details, CubsPremier.com.
Well, Kyle Hendricks, old school, baby. 9-inning complete game May 3rd. 8 innings, 1 unearned run against Miami, and at least 8 tonight. Michael Lorenzen has been a triple threat, pitching, defense, hitting. Will work against Almora. Hendricks is on deck, and then Hayward.
Lorenzen a couple of years back. Tried him in the rotation, had his struggles, moved him to the pen. He's got, as Len mentioned, he's a unique character. He plays the outfield, he pinch hits.
Almora in the air to deep right. Puig back. A little leap and a grab. The toast of the game is presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. And the Cubs' triple threat tonight has been Kyle Hendricks.
Yeah, he's had first inning issues in the past couple of years and earlier this year, but he is so dialed in right now. He was on the money from pitch #1 of this ball game. And how about the work with a bat? A couple of knocks and almost a third. He lined out. No walks, 7 strikeouts. It's becoming a fairly typical line.
Benny's is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs. He had a 5.33 ERA going into the month of May. Right now it sits at 2.86 for the season. Pretty good turnaround, JD.
Yeah, well, just You know, he's a really talented pitcher in the prime of his career, so you figured it was coming. You hate to take anybody for granted, but the guys that are at the top of their profession, you just feel like sooner or later it's going to get right.
Cubs looking to win back-to-back games without the services of Anthony Rizzo, dealing with a day-to-day back issue. That's another sign of a good team. And your star player, or one of your stars, not available.
Well, Red fans are really going to be upset with Hendricks if he doesn't strike out.
And he doesn't. And he's got a 3-hit game for the first time. What a night for Kyle Hendricks.
And nothing cheap about any of his hits, man. He's been hanging out line drives all night long. His only out was a rocket to second base. Is he using an axe bat? Well, he's now allowed as many hits as he has recorded tonight.
Swing and a miss by Hayward. Awkward as Hayward lost the handle. Jason didn't do a whole lot on the homestand except for hit the game-ending home run. With that big walk-off as he strikes out here. Fans excited. But Fridays are back. Next Friday, May 24th, Cubs host these Reds at 1:20. Up to the first 5,000 early arriving adults 21 and older in the Budweiser bleachers get a Cubs cap inspired by local Chicago artist Amuse 126, presented by Budweiser. For details, it's Cubs.com/artist series.
Maybe guessing and guessing wrong that time. Pushing that slider way off the plate. Lorenzen's got a big arm, man. 96 average fastball velocity. He throws a cutter up there at 92, 93. Changeup at 89.
So what do they get? Free pizza?
Free pizza, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So after the game, we'll have to roam around the stand, see if we can find any ticket stubs.
Against the shift into right. Bryant's third hit of the night. Trying to keep pace with Hendricks. Hey, Bryant has as many hits as the Reds do tonight.
Tonight's game brought to you by the number 3 and the letter K.
Well, let me ask you this. Let's say the Reds offered free pizza for every strikeout. Would every strikeout garner the same amount of cheers, or at some point would they just be like, I'm good?
Yeah, and you have to redeem it the very next day. They used to do this promotion in the Astrodome years ago. This beer commercial that a light would come on out on the center field scoreboard, and if the Astros were pitching and they recorded a strikeout while the light was illuminated, everybody got a free beer.
Who controlled the light? Baez hustling, but he's thrown out by Suarez. Bottom 9. Can Hendricks complete it? Stick around and find out.
No more boundaries. Push out the limits. You got this. 3, 2. Come on. You're gonna have to want it. You're gonna have to dig deep. What's my secret?
What's my secret?
What's my secret weapon?
BioFreeze, the secret weapon for fast-acting, powerful pain relief. Trusted by athletes, clinical professionals, and now you. BioFreeze, cool the pain.
All right, boys, time for bed. Listen to your mom, knuckleheads. Hand them over.
Hand what over?
Video games, whatever you got. Let's go. You can watch videos of people playing video games in the morning.
Is that everything?
I can see who's online.
I'm gonna sweep the sofa fort. Well, look what I found.
Take control of your Wi-Fi with Xfinity X5.
Let's roll!
Now that's simple, easy, awesome. Get started with Xfinity Internet and TV for $40 a month for 12 months. Plus, upgrade to get more than double the speed. Click, call, or visit a store today.
We got no free pass. Everything we have, we've earned. We earn it when you feel your heart race. When your eyes go wide. Because more powerful than respect given is respect earned. The unmistakable Lexus IS.
Lease the 2019 IS 300 all-wheel drive for $329 a month for 36 months.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
3-1 ball game. Cubs lead. As Hendricks gets ready for the ninth. He takes on Complete Games, brought to you by AARP. And a tie for the lead with number 2. And Fire's complete game last week was also against the Reds. And it was a no-hitter.
It will be the 5th of his career if he's able to finish it off here. His last start, he could have finished that ball game. He threw 96 pitches in 8 innings, and Joe took him out for a pinch hitter. That's a game that the Cubs ultimately won in 11, 3-2.
I think that was a Hayward homer night.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
2-1 lead when removed from the ball game. So a show of confidence from Joe Madden here, and no doubt he'll be ready to pull the trigger. Maybe as soon as Votto, if Senzel should reach.
The hits for the Reds. Votto's homer in the 4th. Iglesias infield hit in the 5th. And the pinch hitter Van Meter singled right after him. That's been it. He hasn't walked anybody. First pitch curve off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes on the rookie Senzel. Two and 0. Senzel now 23. Second overall pick 3 years ago in the first round. He's from Knoxville, Tennessee. Went to the University of Tennessee. Drives 1 foul out of play to right.
Yeah, I consider the Reds' top prospect for a couple of years now, and among the top 10 prospects in all of baseball.
In on the hands. And it's 3-1. He has not labored really all night. But a leadoff walk here. Votto representing the tying run, and that'll be it.
Yeah, and that's sometimes it becomes a very difficult situation for a pitcher, because you come into this 9th inning knowing that if the leadoff man reaches, you might be out of the ball game, and that changes your focus away from execute the pitch, just go pitch by pitch, all of a sudden you start to think about, well, what are the ramifications if I lose him? You know, am I out of the game? And it just kind of has a tendency to cloud the focus a little bit.
So we'll let the Cubs fans take you to break. Bottom of the ninth.
When your body pushes back, you push forward with BioFreeze, the secret weapon for fast-acting, powerful pain relief, trusted by athletes, clinical professionals, and now you.
They say patience is a virtue. I don't believe it. That's why when I want wine, spirits, and beer delivered to my door in an hour, I count on Binny's Beverage Depot. Visit Binny's.com for details. Binny's, hustling for you.
Hello? This is she.
Is that the doctor?
Okay, wow, really? It's two? That's great news, thank you.
It's two?
Yes, it's two. It's 2 for 1 windows at Feldco.
Feldco is offering 2 windows for the price of 1, with no money down and no interest for 1 year.
2 windows for the price of 1 ends soon. Hurry. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Confidence. There's no better feature. Fusion has it, delivering performance and efficiency. Driver assist technologies to help keep a lookout. And the smart features that put your favorite apps at your fingertips. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Get Fusion with all this for about $18,804. That's $6,311 in savings, or 0% financing for 60 months.
This call to the bullpen is brought to you by BioFreeze, the fast-acting, powerful pain relief the Cubs use to feel no limits. Kyle Hendricks just issued his first walk in his last 26 innings. And it'll be the final batter he faced tonight as Ryan brought on to face Votto. Tying run at the plate, 9th inning.
And a good ground ball pitcher is giving up much slugging. Not allowed a home run yet this year.
Here's the pitch. Outside, or maybe high. Looked like it was right on that corner.
Yeah, certainly could have been called a strike.
Votto with career homer number 273 in the 4th. Delino DeShields, a former Cub, the Reds' first base coach. Fouled away. Well, bottom of the ninth. 2-run ball game. As JD said earlier, it felt like a bigger lead for the Cubs because of how Hendricks was dealing. But he's out. And it's the tough part of this order. Votto, Suarez on deck with a man on, nobody out. Give the Reds bullpen credit. Hughes, Peralta, and Lorenzen keeping the Cubs off the board since the 6th inning. Not much of a lead by Senzel. In the dirt, 3-1. Probably a one and done for Ryan, I would think. With Suarez on deck.
Yeah, almost assuredly a one and done for Kyle here.
And for that reason, you know, you're not really working around Votto. And it changes the math here on 3-1. Shallow left. Schwarber in. A huge first out.
Yeah, a challenge fastball on a hitter's count to Votto, and he got a little lazy fly ball to shallow left. Ryan, unique though. He's such a funky arm angle. Really tough for left-handed hitters to stay in on him.
So another change. Steve Cishek looking for his second consecutive save.
Miller Lite is brewed with great taste, only 96 calories, and 0 grams of sugar. Now that's a combo. Miller Lite, hold true.
Hey, I'm celebrity home improvement expert Frank Fontana, and I deal with a lot of heating and air conditioning issues. And did you know that a dirty air conditioner can lead to higher utility bills and costly breakdowns? That's why when it comes to staying cool, I trust the experts at Four Seasons. Our AC tune-up includes a 22-point inspection and complete cleaning. Hey, peace of mind for the entire season is only a tune-up away, especially with our 1-year no-breakdown guarantee. So join myself and over 250,000 families who trust their comfort to Four Seasons. For all the right reasons, call 866-4SEASONS.
Do you think a Dunkin' Cosmic Colada in space is still called cosmic? Or is it just a regular Colada?
What? Space out with a $2 small Colada. America runs on Dunkin'.
It's easy to move forward when you're ready for what comes next. At Fidelity, we make sure you have a clear plan to cover the essentials in retirement, as well as all the things you want to do. And on the way, you'll get timely investment help to keep you on the right track, without the unnecessary fees you might expect from so many financial firms. Because when you have a partner who gives you clarity at every step, there's nothing to stop you from moving forward.
The BioFreeze call to the pen. Steve Cishek got the save Sunday night. And he comes on with a man at first, 2-run lead, and a Eugenio Suarez coming up.
Dangerous left-handed bat Jesse Winker to follow, but first things first, Cishek v. Suarez. Steve, 2 saves and 3 tries, a 2.84 ERA, 19 innings of work. Suarez a couple of punch outs and a fly out tonight.
Very dangerous bat, all-star last year. OPS over 900 going into play tonight. But he pops it up on a cracked bat. Russell's got it. 2 down. And it'll bring up Jesse Winker. Somebody from the Reds dugout asked for that ball to be taken out of play. Don't know what they saw. So Senzel still at first. Ryan holds him, and Winker takes ball 1.
For the most part, Hickox has had a fairly generous zone tonight. I don't know what he saw here. He'd like a mulligan on that one, I'm sure.
Winker almost went. He did. 1-1. Angel Hernandez made the call at third.
Yeah, Angel's been he rung up Descalso twice. On one occasion, I didn't think it was much of a swing. The bat head looked like it goes pretty good distance here. We'll get a good look from this angle. There's Angel's look. That
1-2.
That last look didn't look like much, did it?
No. The Russell thought the first pitch was a strike, so there you go. Cub fans on their feet here in Cincinnati. A 1-2 count on Winker. Puig on deck. Here it comes. Oh, so close.
More and more we see Cishek in put-away counts going to that elevated fastball.
It's 1 week ago tonight. Cubs have lost 1 game, and all their wins they've allowed no more than 2 runs. A chopper to Russell. Cubs win. Cubs win 3-1 the final to start this road trip on a winning note. What a performance by Kyle Hendricks.
Kyle Hendricks the pitcher and Kyle Hendricks the hitter. Getting the job done here tonight. Drives in 2, ends up with 3 knocks, 8 innings of sterling baseball from Kyle Hendricks. Came into this one with a 3.19 ERA. Had that one clunker in Arizona. Throw that one out. His last 4 or 5 starts, he has been outstanding.
Yeah, 1 walk this month, 8 innings plus. And all 3 starts here to start May. 7 strikeouts, only 3 hits allowed tonight. And the first place Cubs are now 25-14 to start the season.
Kyle threw 97 pitches tonight, 67 for strikes. He lowers his ERA to 2.86. Picks up win number 3.
So a good start to the trip. 3-1 the final. And they will give the ball tomorrow to Yu Darvish. He'll face Sonny Gray. Please join us again Thursday here on NBC Sports Chicago, 5 o'clock for our pregame coverage. As the Cubs and Reds wrap up this series for JD and our entire NBC Sports Chicago crew. Here in Cincinnati, Len Casper with your final. Cubs 3, Reds 1. Up next, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois postgame live. Follow additional coverage on the My Teams app.
Sorry, I was just texting Zion Williamson telling him welcome to New Orleans. Welcome to Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois with David DeJesus. I'm David Kaplan. Okay, we can talk about a lot of things, but the top of the list is Kyle Hendricks. Wow.
What am I impressed more about, his pitching or his hitting? Man,
oh, man.
That swing, 4 line drives today. If I was a player, I'm going to rub up on Kyle and be like, hey, I don't know what you're doing right now, but you're doing something special. It's fun to watch.
It is unbelievable to watch this guy tonight. He nearly gets another complete game. He has a 3-hit night, almost a 4-hit night, because he squared the 4th one up, and the Cubs beat the Reds and stay smoking hot and atop the NL Central. We'll take you through all the highlights and a whole lot more. It is our Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs Postgame Live, and it's coming your way next.
And the all-new Corolla is compatible with Apple CarPlay that works with your iPhone.
Huh.
Nice car.
Dad said, how's your date going? You know Mom and I want to be grandparents one day.
Some texts are better left unread.
Yep. Right now, during the Summer Starts Here event, you can lease the all-new 2020 Corolla for just $229 per month. Hurry in today.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
I love scouting. searching for big and gutsy Cabernets or Pinot Noirs showing finesse. Great wine doesn't need to break your salary cap. That's why Clark & Sheffield wines make my lineup. Now available at Binny's Beverage Depot. Cheers.
Add style and comfort to your home with a new Hunter ceiling fan and save with 11% off everything from Menards. Keep your home comfortable and well lit using Hunter ceiling fans with energy-efficient LEDs. They come in a wide variety of styles and finishes and change the look of any room. Check out Menards' huge selection of ceiling fans and take advantage with 11% off and save big money at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Our project is energy efficiency. We have a tremendous source of untapped efficient energy right here in our school.
Let her rip, Jenny.
Lighting, HVAC, computers. Once we harness all this energy, we'll be the first school to run strictly on kid power.
I kind of love this idea.
Me too. But we should probably just contact ComEd. They have incentives and all kinds of energy-saving solutions.
Making schools energy efficient is easy with the ComEd Energy Efficiency Program.
Run with us on a John Deere X300 Series mower, because seasons may change, but true character doesn't.
Wow, you outdone yourself this time.
What are neighbors for?
It's beautiful.
Nothing runs like a Deere. Run with us. Get a free cart when you buy an X300 Select Series at your John Deere dealer.
Mom? Why is this guy doing that? Get in the house, son. Now!
We plan on broadcasting from this frequency as long as we're able.
The whole world's waiting for your solution.
Everything's gonna be just fine.
You found its weakness?
I found our strength. And the best part is, we've been carrying it the whole time.
Game, set, match.
I know, right?
Cubs baseball on NBC Sports Chicago is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. Low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers, as reliable as the cars themselves. Xfinity. Stay connected to your team with Xfinity, the official internet provider for the Chicago Cubs. And by Wintrust, home of the Cubs checking. Visit wintrust.com/Cubs to open today. This is Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois.
They've allowed no more than 2 runs. A chopper to Russell. Cubs win. Cubs win 3-1 the final to start this road trip on a winning note. What a performance by Kyle Hendricks.
Well, when you get elite starting pitching, and he happens to drive in the game-winning runs as well, it's tough to beat you. Cubs win 3-1, 3-11-0, a whole lot better than 1-3-0. Hendricks 3-4 over Roark 3-2. Save to Cishek, his third. Kyle Hendricks 8 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, and Chris Bryant and Hendricks 3-hit nights. Hello, welcome to Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. He's David DeJesus. I'm David Kaplan. You can drown your Zion Williamson tears. Bulls are picking 7th, and you can join us for some fun Cubs conversation as they win tonight. Yeah. Chris Bryant looks really good at the plate.
He's squaring the ball up. He's just confident. He's on time, and you see he's driving the ball to all fields. He's a guy that he's playing everywhere too, so I think he likes being put in different situations. He talked about that early in the season. Now, being a first baseman, now he has to produce like a first baseman. 3-for-5 game. He's talking to Rizzo in the clubhouse, Ryan, being, hey, I'm going to take your job.
Yeah, John Lester said the other day, by the way, tell Riz he gets every 5th day off when I pitch. All right, awesome. Now for the BioFreeze player performance. Fast acting, powerful pain relief the Cubs use to feel no limits. This one's easy. We are going with Kyle Hendricks, who was simply outstanding tonight. 8 innings, nearly completed this bad boy. 97 pitches, 67 for strikes. So again, a sensational ratio of ball to strike. Just 3 hits, 1 earned run, 7 Ks, and did not walk a man.
Cap, when you throw I think it was a changeup or a two-seamer, and a guy swings at it and hits him, that's when you know your stuff is elite. The movement, these guys are not seeing what's going on with this baseball. They're soft contact all game long, breaking the bat at 87 miles an hour. This guy is on top of his game right now, and you just like starter after starter is going out there and throwing gems. Hope tomorrow Yu Darvish can finish it off. If he can get going, man, this could be a special rotation.
So he gave up as many hits as he had.
This guy, I don't know what. I mean, he's something special right now. I don't know. Squaring the base. As a hitter, I'm like, he is on time. He looks like a guy that wants to do damage at the plate as well. It's unbelievable to watch him putting it where he wants to. Look at that. That's that at bat. We talked about that at bat.
Yeah, we're going to play that at bat for you here on the postgame show. We'll be here with you for a while. We're going to play it. You got to watch this at bat. I think it was the first out of the seventh inning.
Yeah, it was
first out of the bottom of the 7th, Jesse Winker. And I mean, it is some kind of mix of pitches and some kind of special performance by Kyle Hendricks. There's another really good pitch right there.
And this team is struggling offensively, and then you add Kyle Hendricks on top of his game. That's a recipe for disaster for them. But the defense made some plays behind him as well to take that momentum down, because they had some times where there were some men on in situations. The guys behind him did their job as well.
Yeah, he wanted to stay in that ball game.
Yep. He knew that.
Was like, we're done. All right, this is his last 3 starts. 9 innings on May 3rd. He shuts out St. Louis. Then May 8th, he goes 8 innings and beats Miami. And then tonight, he goes 8 innings and beats Cincinnati. And he's given up an average of, 4 hits per ball game. 1 earned run combined, 1 walk combined. That was his last hitter. Strikeouts, he went 3-7-7. And look at the pitch count. Never got to 100.
I mean, you know the bullpen. As a bullpen guy, you're like, hey, all right, we might have this last inning to close it out, but this guy is going late into the game, and you don't see this anymore. You don't see guys going deep into the game. And this, hopefully he starts a trend where, hey, every start, these starters are going deeper and deeper. It's fun to watch, man. This is pitching at its best.
Unbelievable. Let's go through that Winker at bat. This is the first out of the 7th inning. We're sitting back in our green room, and we're watching this, and we're like, okay, Jeff Nelson, our great producer, you got to put this together. Okay, that's the first pitch. Okay, I've never faced it, but you're
taking that. All right, that's too good. Change up just off the corner. You're like, okay, I got to keep looking away. And he's just tapping it foul. It's unbelievable. Comes in. He's actually doing a good job of battling, but look at all these pitches. He could have had that there, but then he comes with this still battling. That was only the really pitch to hit the hole at bat right there.
Okay, that pitch right there to get him, he sets you up with 4 pitches away. Then he changes your eye level, and he gets you up here, and then he goes back downstairs twice. He fouls one up, and then a little bit more in terms of the break.
Yeah.
Bam. Gotcha. See you later.
And especially in that 2-strike, righties don't throw changeups down and in. As a hitter, you're expecting that fastball, do damage with it. That's why that changeup is so special. The hitter doesn't see it till it's out of his hand in front of him. That's deception. That's deception at his best. And for an 87-mile-an-hour thrower, to have that 78, it's a game changer. And he doesn't need that speed. It's all about location. Where am I putting it? Setting guys up. That's what you call about setting guys up. Looking away, coming in, change up, you're gone.
Yeah, see you later. Thanks for coming. Hendricks is the first Cub pitcher with 3 straight starts with 8+ innings pitched, 1 or 0 runs allowed, and 1 or 0 walks issued since Mike Krukow in September of 1981.
You were covering that guy,
I
right?
actually was a vendor in September of 1981 at the ballpark until I got fired.
He gone.
I went from fired to hosting their pre and post.
Nice.
Joe took Kyle out after the walk in the 9th inning, but then the bullpen did the job. Kyle Ryan in, Joey Votto flies out to short left. Schwarber comes in and makes the play. Kyle Ryan has done a really good job.
Exactly. He's come in, thrown strikes. He's making the hitters get on base. He's not walking, not putting guys on. He's just doing a quality job.
Now it's Eugenio Suarez. Eugenio Suarez is a stud. And Steve Cishek gets him on a pop-up to Addison Russell. And then here is the final out. Winker, a chopper to second baseman. Russell to Bryant. Ball game over.
That's game.
Ball game.
It's a great job. Cishek is doing a really good job. Second straight game, getting the save there. So he's gaining his confidence. He's throwing strikes, attacking the zone, and getting a lot of strikeouts up in the zone.
All right, let's look at our Gerber Collision and Glass play of the game. Top two. 2 on, 2 out, pitcher up, and you think, all right, not going to get anything this time. And he crushes one to center field over Nick Senzel's head. This ball smoked. We're both yelling in the green room, oh, get over his head. Boy, all the way to the wall. 2-0 Cubs.
And that's an 85. This is like a slider cutter that he threw. Barrel to the ball skills and drove it. Look at that. That's a nice flat swing. That can play in the big leagues. That swing can play in the big leagues. And especially when they're playing in, you're a pitcher. As an outfielder, you're moving in. You don't expect a guy to hit the ball. And man, that was the hit of the game.
That's your game-winning hit. Cubs will go on to win it 3-1. Here's his other 2 hits. That ball smoked to center. Solid line drive single. I mean, you can hear the crack of the bat. I mean, you're like, who is this guy?
Oh, my goodness.
And then again, and he lines one here. And that's going to get down.
Yeah, Lorenzen was like, come on. Watch his face. I think you see it in the corner. He's like, he just gave that he's like, blank stare.
Really?
Like, no. It's fun to watch. If I'm that, I'm like, teach me, Kyle. Teach me how to play the game, because this guy, he's doing it all right now. You know that you're getting a shutout or 1 run, and you're getting hits as well. It's unbelievable.
Most multi-hit games by Cubs pitchers from 2012. This is the post-Zambrano era, as we like to call it, from Chris Kamka. 2012 to the present. Hendricks, Wood, Arrieta, and then nobody with 3 or 4. Lester, Lackey, and Hamill all had 2.
Yeah, Lester, I think he's coming on strong. The last few years, his swing is getting better. I think he's the next guy to join that group at 5.
How about that?
It's funny to watch, man.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Kyle Hendricks retired the first 10 men he faced. In the bottom of the 4th, Joey Votto takes him deep, and it is a 2-1 ball game. Now, this guy chokes up. We're not talking about just with 2 strikes.
No.
He does it every pitch.
I don't get it. I think he's trying to find the barrel. But this last 2 seasons, his slugging numbers has gone down. I don't know if it's because he's choking up more. He seems to hit against the Cubs all the time, but 207 slugging 680 right now. That's not Joey Votto numbers. It's weird that this is that point in his career where, what is he, turned 32, 33? So the power game is coming down, but he's still a guy you have to plan around, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's a stud. All right, we've got to take a break here in Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. We'll be right back. More to talk about. Cubs rolling along.
Cubs Postgame Live is presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all.
You have been chosen for one simple reason. You are the best of the best. The reasons why you chose the job are personal. For some, it's a calling, handed down from generation to generation. For others, it's a need to serve, where your true identity will never be known. This ain't your first rodeo.
This could be a bad hair day.
Not a good day to be in the barrel.
All right, boys, time for bed. Listen to your mom, knuckleheads. Hand them over.
Hand what over?
Video games, whatever you got. Let's go. You can watch videos of people playing video games in the morning. Is that everything?
I can see who's online.
I'm gonna sweep the sofa for it. Well, look what I found.
Take control of your Wi-Fi with Xfinity X5.
Let's roll!
Now that's simple, easy, awesome. Get started with Xfinity Internet and TV for $40 a month for 12 months. Plus, upgrade to get more than double the speed. Click, call, or visit a store today.
Chicago, you've got great taste. Thanks for making us your #1 beer. Miller Lite. Hold true.
I'll have the whiskey glazed ribs and shrimp, please.
That's all you can eat shrimp, too.
I'm shrimp rich.
Shrimp. For a limited time, come to TGI Fridays and get all-you-can-eat shrimp. When you order any of our new whiskey glazed ribs, chicken, or steak entrees, get shrimp rich with all-you-can-eat shrimp. TGI Fridays.
Out here, there are many jobs to do. You need the kind of power, versatility, and comfortable handling that comes with your territory. You need the tractor built to pull all that weight. The Kubota L Series is what you need out here. Right now, get an L Series for 0 down with 0% APR financing for up to 60 months, plus a 6-year warranty.
Don Bales, 10102 West 181st Avenue, Lowell, Indiana.
I realized I was going bald as early as college. Started shaving completely bald. It was just easier because no one made fun of me in the locker room then.
Here at Restore, we've mastered a procedure that doesn't require any cutting or stitches.
The thing that surprised me the most about the procedure is how easy it was, how fast it went by, and how pain-free it was. It's amazing what this procedure does. It's a huge confidence boost.
Get your hair back. Call 800-610-2121 now for your free consultation and get a $500 discount. That's 800-610-2121.
Sports Talk Live, presented by the Chevy Silverado, weeknights at 6 on NBC Sports Chicago.
All right, time now for our Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. Who's hot and who's not? This is the last 7 days. We'll go Josh Bell, 13 of 27, a .481 batting average, 2 bombs, 10 knocked in. Who's not? Kiki Hernandez scuffling. 2 for 21, 2 walks, and 6 punch-outs. Having a rough go right now. All right, welcome back to Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Kyle Hendricks, solid on the mound, outstanding at the plate. First Cubs pitcher with 3 or more hits and allow 3 or fewer since Zambrano. 8 2/3, 3 for 3, September 10, 2010. All right, swing doctor. Let's break down Kyle's swing.
We're breaking down a pitcher's swing. I like it. All right, when you rake like this, that stance looks pro, and it looks solid. He looks hitterish. And as a pitcher, you're like, all right, I got to respect that, but he's the 9th batter in the lineup. I'm going to throw him a fastball and see if I can get away with it. So I don't remember the count it was at this point, but he threw an 85-mile-an-hour cutter. But watch right there. On contact, head down, extension through the baseball. Look at that back knee driving through his front hip. That's a solid swing right there. That is a solid major league swing. And as you keep it rolling, he stays through it, keeps his head down, and the plane was on plane of the baseball. And look at this running. That's just pro. This guy is just moving. He runs straight to first base and runs straight to second base. I love it. I love watching him play the game. It's hilarious that we just literally did that. Cap. Okay.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. So would
it
you?
It was an 0-1 count, by the way.
What's that? It was 0-1. Yeah, that's as a hitter, you're thinking, okay, he could do different things. But he stayed on the cutter away, and I mean, that's, as you watch right here, watch him stay through this. This is not a bad pitch. Keeps his head on the baseball. Look at that head, looking at the ball, and got that barrel. It's all about getting that barrel to the baseball. Got the barrel to it and stayed through it. Watch him finish his swing nice and level here. Let the barrel work, stayed level. You've seen Rizzo finish like that sometimes, nice and level. The ball just takes off, especially with the ball that has a little bit more jump to it this year. Hey, the pitchers will take. The pitchers like hitting those things too.
Let me just tell you something. His dad, John Hendricks, taught him how to do that. So when he's down there doing this, John was a golf pro.
Yeah.
Guarantee you they did a little bit of work together.
Well, and what isn't Kyle Hendricks good at? What, golfer, taekwondo, was it taekwondo or something like that? This guy is good at all. He's athletic, and he's a guy that just really, he's blossoming into a really nice little player.
He was one of those kids growing up that I just didn't like. He's in the Ivy League. He's the best baseball player. He's the best golfer.
Nice.
He's a stud.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's worth. Cubs are very fortunate to have him.
He's the best. I just couldn't keep up with guys like that. Wow. Anyway, let's take a look at the Cubs box score. Chris Bryant had a key performer win for you, a 3-for-5 night. He had a run scored, a double. He struck out twice. Javi had a good night. 2 knocks. Wilson Contreras had a knock, and then you see knocks for Descalso, Albert Almora, and a 3-hit night for Kyle Hendricks, including a double and the game-winning RBI.
I mean, I'm looking at numbers right now. 270, 945 OPS for Bryant. I mean, just a month ago, we were, questioning what's going on.
We were lamenting what's going on with this guy.
I mean, he's come back with a vengeance. He is playing the game the right way, taking extra bases. He's a guy that on the bases, you know he's going to be aggressive, score runs. And just right now, you just, when you're hot, you just want to keep it going. He's seeing that baseball, and he is not missing. Earlier on, he was fouling balls off. His barrel was working underneath the ball. Now he's squaring it up. I don't know if it's due to the bat, but I know that he's on. This is not the bat. This is Chris Bryant right now.
Yeah, he looks really, really good. He's got a 23-game on-base streak, and during that streak, he's hitting .309, 7 bombs, 20 knocked in, OBP ridiculous 457, a slug of .679. He's got an over 1,100 OPS. He's been on base 48 times, including 25 hits. Wow. Crazy numbers.
This guy's stud. Stud numbers right now.
There you go. That's the guy you came to Chicago to see.
Exactly. That's
there you
the guy.
Go. Time for our James & Sons Fine Jewelers Fielding Gem. Look, we could go like 2 or 3 different ways. I think we're going to play 2 of them, both coming from the 5th inning. First, Derek Dietrich with a fly to deep center. He thinks he got it.
Yeah.
Albert Almora back at the wall. Albert Almora says, no soup for you.
Oh, what a play. He got to the wall first. The great thing is he got to the wall, then went parallel to the wall to catch it. And do you like that little black bat flip right there?
Knock it out.
That'll get people watching, right? Sorry, I had a jab, but look at that emotion right there. He plays the game the right way, and I love when he brings it. He's a guy that no matter if it's in the air, he's going to try and catch the ball.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Almora. The way he plays defensively is ridiculous.
Exactly.
All right, later in the 5th, men on the corners, 2 outs. Tucker Barnhart with a grounder to second, and Daniel Descalso makes a diving stop. Cannot get the ball out of his glove, but finds a way to bounce it over to Chris Bryant, hitting over.
It's a nice play because he was fumbling, right? Fumbling a little bit, and Chris looking like a first baseman over there. But this is 2 outs, men on the corners. If that goes through, you just scored run. It changes momentum right there. So that was a very tough play, and they made it look easy, and that was a momentum killer for the Reds.
Yeah, that was a big-time play by the Cubs defense. All right, we'll be right back. Cubs Postgame Live rolls on, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. And remember, if you want Cubs coverage on the go, download the My Teams app by NBC. Sports latest stories, podcasts, interviews, and highlights all available on your phone. Download the My Teams app today. Go to my Twitter page. There's a link right there.
Handcrafted in California, available in Chicagoland at James & Sons Fine Jewelers. Visit one of our Tacori boutiques to experience Tacori's passion for creating a timeless and breathtakingly beautiful heirloom. Their stunning diamond engagement rings are designed to uniquely express your passion and commitment to each other. Tacori's collection of wedding bands are as unique as you are. Ladies or men's, classic to cutting edge, discover Tacori heritage. James & Sons, where Chicagoland gets engaged, in Chicago, Orland Park, and Cherville.
Update your bathroom with Max and save with 11% off everything today at Menards. Get the look of tile without the maintenance with a new U-Tile shower kit and get everything you need. Add style with a freestanding bathtub to give your bathroom a fresh new look. Soft closed doors prevent slamming with a soft, gradual close every time. Get everything for your bathroom remodel with Max and save with 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. I found a place in my heart. I found a light in the dark. I found my heaven.
The new Range Rover Evoque.
Baseball is ready to go.
These days, travel can feel like you're in a battle scene. But at Hertz, we've rewritten the script with, spoiler alert, no suspense, no surprises, and definitely no shocks. When it comes to drama, let's leave that to the Avengers. Hertz, we're here to get you there. Marvel Studios' Avengers Endgame, in theaters April 26th.
University of Chicago Medicine is advancing the forefront of health every day with innovations improving the lives of people with Crohn's disease, the most advanced care for complex pregnancies, and leading-edge cancer treatments that are shaping national standards. We're bringing research to reality and making the extraordinary possible, so you can experience advanced care in everything we do. Welcome to the forefront.
Authentic Cubs fans, always on the go. Don't miss a single play of the game.
Bryant with a towering blast to left.
Get the My Teams app by NBC Sports. This is your source for your Cubs games, highlights, articles, and more.
2015, I painted our lawn for the first time. It didn't quite work, but 2016, it was the magic touch.
And he's going to score!
Get your Cubs wherever you are. Download the My Teams app today to stay connected.
Cubs fans, show your team pride with Cubs checking, an official Cubs MasterCard debit card, just like David DeJesus has, only available at your local Wintrust Community Bank. Go to wintrust.com/Cubs to learn more. Member FDIC. All right, welcome back to Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Let's take a look at David's keys from the pregame show, brought to you by our friends at Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois.
All right, first key.
All right.
Ravi, they did their job today. 5 of their 11 hits were from them. Bryant did a great job. Key performer for me. That's a key performer win for me. Thank you. But, you know, these guys are going to, with Rizzo out of the lineup, they need to step up their production, and they did that.
All right, and you look at Kyle, keep riding the wave.
This guy, another gem, another 8 innings, quality start, quality pitches, efficient with the fastball, was able to put it wherever he wanted to, and was just one step ahead of the hitters all game long.
Okay, can we get that tomorrow out of you? I don't mean you, I mean you.
Why you? Yes, I hope so. He has a temp. Hey, let's start attacking with the fastball. I think it comes down to that 4-seam fastball, being able to locate it, no matter on whatever side it is. Locate your fastball, then start working that slider, cutter, whatever that is called. But that 4-seam fastball has to be the priority tomorrow.
Completely agree, and I know everyone looks at the numbers like on Brooks Baseball and says, oh, they're hitting his fastball. Yeah, because he throws it for a strike, and then he nibbles with a slider, some off-speed thing, and it's 3-1, and now he's got to throw a fastball, and you're sitting dead red on it.
Exactly. 3-1 fastballs. Every big league hitter can hit a 3-1 fastball. But what about that 0-1, 0-2 fastball? That, you know, those are the pitches. Getting to that slider is going to be important for him.
Agreed.
Just setting it up. Get yourself in pitcher-friendly situations so you can go to that tough slider.
And I would hope that it's Tommy Hotovy and Joe Madden in the dugout going, all right, we're calling the pitches, kid. You just make them.
Yeah, his catcher is only here for one more game. Taylor Davis.
He's probably heading back down because they've made it clear that Victor Caratini is just about ready.
Exactly.
He had a 3-hit day the other day in the minor leagues on a rehab assignment. So we'll see. So Mike Montgomery is available.
Yes.
They actually used them as a tag team last week on Thursday to beat the Marlins. And Montgomery's breaking ball, I thought, was filthy.
Yeah.
Now, there's a fastball he was commanding very well on the corners. But you watch some of these highlights, his breaking ball was ridiculous.
He had life with that fastball, and when you have that fastball, when you're spotting that, your changeup works well, and your nice biting slurve, whatever he calls it, right there.
Look at the depth he's getting to that breaking ball.
Yeah, look at that. And at 77, 78, coming out of the hand, it's not popping out of his hands. It's coming out of his hand nice and low, so the hitter has to decide right away, hey, is this fastball, is it changeup, is this curveball? That's why he's tough if he's throwing strikes. When he gets in trouble, he falls behind and he has to go to only fastball. That's when he gets in trouble. Other than that, he has stuff to be a big league starter. He just got to continue to mature as a pitcher.
All right, this from Jesse Rogers of ESPN 1000's Twitter account. Joe Madden said after the game, if it was anyone but Votto, Hendricks would have stayed in the game after the leadoff walk in the ninth.
I like that.
But he wanted to go lefty on lefty. I get it.
It's a smart decision right there.
And they got it done.
Exactly. He already hit a homer off him. And you just got to make that decision. And in those parts, it brings trust to Kyle Ryan. Hey, all you need is one batter. Get us one batter, make a pitch, and he did it. So that was really good to see.
Got the job done. So they find a way to win tonight, and they just continue playing good baseball. Their defense today, Almora in center, Descalso at second. I mean, they made good plays. Bryant with a scoop on the Descalso play. So they did all the little things, and then your starting pitching was elite.
Exactly, and I like seeing
as well as your pen.
And I like seeing 2 for 6 with runners in scoring position. I like them getting big hits when they need to. That's something that they struggled with during the Milwaukee series, getting that big hit. But you see, they turned it around right now, coming back to Cincinnati, where it's a hitter's park. It brings confidence, and all game long, if you get pitching like that, you're going to win a lot of baseball games.
Yeah, and they were inducing so much soft contact that this play here, I think it was maybe it was the Winker play. He slammed his helmet down like, are you kidding? How did that not get me a hit?
Exactly. No, it's they're playing just good all-around baseball. They're trusting each other right now, and you just that aura in the clubhouse right now. Wilson Contreras was talking about it. He's like, this has a 2016 feel. Just guys are pulling for each other. There's just that common bond of, hey, winning that baseball game that day. That's it. That's the focus.
All right. Tomorrow is a WGN game, so we'll be back with you on Thursday right here after baseball night in Chicago. We'll have baseball, and then we'll have a post-game show. For David, for our great crew, I'm David Kaplan. Cubs win 3-1. Kyle Hendricks is your star tonight, along with Chris Bryant. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you. Cubs win.